was already busted up.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Jay. We back in the building. We got another UFC coming this week. We got fight night in Mexico. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not very excited about this card. This card is some bullshit. It's a bunch of regional fights in my personal opinion. But on the good note, on the bright side, it's a way to bounce back. Because last weekend, you can go check any UFC person. It was all bad. We all had a bad week. I went 5-6 on the year. I'm 26-15. Just real quick. Sean Strickland, he showed it was levels to this, bro. Nobody expected him to win. And he beat up Fluffy in front of his family was in the front row. Sean Strickland stopped him in round 3. And it wasn't even a close fight, bro. I know his little kids was up front crying. His wife was probably crying. It was a bad look. Also, Jeffrey Neal, that was one I was real confident in. He literally got the snot knocked out of him. There's videos online showing snot falling out of his nose. Like, literally, when he went to sleep and he blinked out, the snot came out. Got knocked out. There was a couple of other ones I was confident in. I thought Zach Reese was going to win, my underdog. He pushed it. It was a split decision. He won on one card. So, it was just a tough week, man. So far this year, the UFC has been unpredictable. Underdogs been doing their thing. Heavy favorites been falling. But here's an easy week to bounce back because I don't see a lot of upsets going on. So let's get into it. It's your boy UFC J. We got to get this going. So basically, man, I'm not jumping into these fights. I think these fights are regional. I'm going to show y'all what I pick, man. It's in Mexico. I'm picking, and I want to be very clear. I'm picking the hometown guys. Because all it's going to be is a bunch of brawling, and it's going to be young up-and-coming prospects over seasoned vets. And when I say seasoned vets, like seasoned vets that are a step below gatekeepers. So in the first fight, I'm taking Santiago over Angel. Next leg, I'm taking Édgar over Felipe. And I know everybody likes to have my breakdown. On these fights, I want y'all to know this is like picking PFL fights, bro. These people are not fighters. I don't want to disrespect them by saying they're not fighters. These are very good fighters, but these are not UFC level competition. Honestly, I was actually thinking about not doing the show this week because I feel like this card is some bullshit. But in leg 2, I got Édgar over Felipe. It's just gonna be a bunch of striking, bunch of knockouts in the hometown of Mexico. So they are just trying to get, UFC brand, get some excitement over there. So these shouldn't be competitive fights. Give me Édgar. Leg 3, I'm taking David Martínez over Marlon Vera. Another striking match. Someone should get knocked out. And if you check the odds on most of these fights, most of these guys are like minus 300. I haven't seen enough. From the tapes I've seen, most of these people are coming up out of the regionals. And a lot of these veterans are coming off of losses. So I expect the favorites to win in all of these. Leg 4, I'm taking Rodríguez over Kevin Borjas. And if you've ever seen Kevin Borjas fight, he's one of the seasoned guys I'm talking about. He don't have height. He has trouble with everything. If you're strong, he has trouble with that. If you're fast, he has trouble with that. If you can wrestle, he has trouble with that. If you walk forward, he has trouble with that. If you chew gum, he has trouble with that. If you can, if you're quick, he has trouble with that. If you can have good foot movement around the ring, he has trouble with that. Bottom line is Kevin Borjas has trouble with everything in the UFC. I expect him to get knocked out. Leg 5. Oh, this is a wild one, bro. I'm gonna be honest. King Green is a favorite dude out of Los Angeles, man. He got that wild style where he don't put his hands up and he stalks his prey. He's coming off a win, but he beat a guy that really shouldn't even have been in the UFC. I've never seen anything like this. He had his hands down around his waist, was trying to walk through it. The other guy just wanted to open up and punch him in the face. Before that, King Green was getting literally knocked into the parking lot. Because when you fight with that hands down style, bro, and you lose some of your quickness and then your chin gets a little chinny. When I say chinny, that means if you get hit on that button, you go to sleep fast. That's what was happening to King Green. He won a fight that I'm not convinced about. This fight is for Daniel. Daniel hasn't lived up to the hype that the UFC has put behind him. So I think they're putting him in there with King Green because he's going to be an easy target. He does not put his hands up. Daniel is a striker. Daniel is in his home country. You see what I'm getting at? This is a setup for him to knock King Green out. If he does not knock King Green out, I don't think it's going to be too much trouble as long as he wins the fight. But if he loses this fight, I'm pretty sure he's getting cut from the UFC. And the final leg is, I'm just taking Brandon Moreno over Kavanagh because he's the better fighter and he's moving up in the rankings. Brandon Moreno will probably compete for a championship someday soon. So my parlay, you can see it right there. It really, we just went through all of it right there. It's the UFC J parlay. Honestly, it should be called the hometown parlay. I'm picking everybody from the home turf for UFC Mexico. I'm keeping it that simple. There's a bunch of strikers. They're not facing very good fighters. This should be an easy way to get back on track. I expect 5-1, 6-0 at worst. Next one, I put together a little two-leg parlay for the ladies. Now, at first, Ernesto was fighting a lady named Sophia. I did all the research on Sophia. She actually lost in the contender. She was a come-forward striker who was going to she lost in the contender, but they liked her fighting style, so they gave her a contract in the UFC. Ernesta is a lady that's a little bit taller, but she does punches and bunches, kind of like a taller Manny Pacquiao. She's going to keep the fight coming. She's going to tag you, and if she can get you to the ground, she can submit you. Whereas Sophia could not handle anything on the ground, but she has lead in her hands. Her being the shorter fighter, I was not sure she was going to be able to land clean on Ernesta. Either way, I had picked Ernesta over her. Now they're subbing in another regional fighter, Regina. And again, Ernesta is like 5'9". These girls she's fighting is 5'6". And when I say punches and bunches, she doesn't have steel hands. Like, she's not going to knock you out with one shot, but that volume, and you keep getting clipped, you're going to get dizzy. You're going to have to go down. You're going to have to try some other things. And she likes to get, when she gets you to the ground, she gets you on your back and she tries to submit you. But until you go down, you're going to feel it because you're going to get hit probably about 20 times per round, probably even more than that. So I like Ernesta to take over this lady, or excuse me, to beat Regina, because Regina's coming up on very short notice, 3 days notice pretty much. So if she can't get her up out of there, she don't need to be in the UFC. This one right here is the fight. This is the only fight where I see an underdog actually winning in UFC Mexico other than via a flash knockout. We got Macy Chiasson against Ailín Pérez. Ailín Pérez is like 5'5", but everybody is on her. She's a -180 favorite because when she wins, she likes to twerk and dance. She can't strike worth a shit. All she does is run in and tackle people. Now, Macy Chiasson is 5'11". The woman's 6 feet tall. I got burnt last time because I picked her because of her height and her range. And she literally gave away the first 2 rounds, realized she was losing, and turned into a dog that last round. And when she put it together, I saw the dog. Like, she created length. Her striking is solid. She got on the ground with the girl. Her wrestling was solid. She can get you into a submission. She can do a lot. She has a lot of talent. It's more about, does she believe in her talent? Because she's going to have like a 5-6 inch reach advantage against a girl who just wants to tackle her. So she should be able to touch her up and keep her distance. And for plus 140, I'm taking Macy. And the other thing is she can kick, she can punch, she can, and if it goes to the ground, she can get back up. Ailín's the better wrestler, but Macy can actually get her into a submission. She should be able to control this fight. If she cannot control that fight, having a 6-inch height advantage, a 6-inch reach advantage, better striking, that's another lady that's flirting with going back to PFL or one of these other regional companies. So we put them 2 parlays together. It's plus 280. It was about the same with Sophia, so they're giving that new girl a chance to get at Ernesta. This is the easiest parlay. This is UFC J ladies parlay. Let's go Macy and let's go Ernesta, and I think we're gonna have a quick win. Shout outs to everybody watching the UFC show. Next week we back with UFC 326. We're gonna get back to the real fight. So far, UFC, since after the first fight of the year has been kind of fleecing Paramount. I know Paramount's kind of like, damn, we want our money back, but it's gonna rev up here shortly. Also, quick things. We ain't got no boxing going on. Me and Ted have been talking. We're gonna get you all a college show. We're gonna talk about some of this off-season stuff. And last but not least, T.I. and 50 Cent have been going at it. And this is how I feel about things. You can't drop diss tracks on somebody who's not responding to you. It makes you look lame. You look like you're arguing with yourself. T.I. and his whole family, I just heard before I got on this podcast, I didn't even know he had another son. He got another son that dropped a diss. His other son dropped a diss. T.I. dropping disses. They not hitting like that. And it just makes them look dumb because 50 ain't responding. But 50's a troll. He just uses Instagram. He put all that stuff up about him and then just took it all down. And now he's working in the studio making TV shows. Interesting, bro. So remember that. If you have beef with somebody and they are not engaging in the beef, you are a lame because you look stupid when you are trying to have beef with somebody and they're paying you no attention and acting like you don't even exist. Makes you look like a little nigga. Either way, these are my picks this week. UFC Saturday night, UFC Mexico. Let's go. We're going to see people get knocked out. Literally see the snot getting knocked out of people. Next week, my man CEO, he going to be back in here hosting, and we're going to get this money. You know the motto. We want the smoke. It's them Get Money boys. Signing off. I'll see you next week. My record will probably be, what am I? What is it? 26 and 15. And I pick what? 8 fights. So yeah, next week I plan to be 33 and 15. Let's get it. I'm out.